Alright, we're back. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at farming for lead. And of course, we're going to use lead to craft our own ammo. And I'm going to show you two different ways of getting this lead. And one of them, of course, is going to be to scrap junk. And the junk we're going to be looking for are the lead weights that we find in gyms. And then the second way of getting lead is to mine it by getting lead ore and then smelting it to make the lead we need. So the first thing we're going to do is look for lead weights, because those give us the highest yield of lead for the amount of looting that we need to do. And then at the end of our run around, we're going to find out how much lead we actually get in the time that it takes us to gather it. Now, I don't want to be doing fighting, so I'm wearing my stealth suit, because some of the areas are going to have enemies, so we want to avoid them as much as we can, so we can just get in and get out and get the items we need. So let's go. And the first place we're going to go, it's actually one of the first places that we go when we start a new character, because we usually go to the Wayward and then we head to Flatwoods and we end up going to the Green Country Lodge. And that's our first destination. Alright, here we are. And we want to go over there, but we're going to ignore all the enemies. Sneak by, leave them alone. Although mole rats are quite easy to deal with. Now we will be dealing with one rad roach.
The rads will.
So, yeah, right here. So you find a bunch of gems around the Appalachia, and what you're looking for are these weights. So we're going to gather all of those. And when you get into dark areas, it's good to have a light on because it's easy to miss some pieces. And there we are. So
clean up this, fix that.
This is quite heavy,
and
it's easy to get overburdened. So the first thing we need to do is to break it down, and we do that at a workbench. It just happens to be the workbench over here, so we'll break it down. Scrap items, and here are the weights, dumbbells and barbells and such. And it gives us various amounts of that, so we do that, and that whole set gives us 46 lead. Alright, and then our weight goes way back down to almost nothing, so this is good. Alright, so that's our first location. The next location we want to go to is also part of the quest that we do early on, and that's to go to the Charleston Fire Department. And from our spawn point, we just go straight to the fire department. Go through here. I have to go through this door, and then through this hole in the wall. Brings you into this room, next to the examination center. Again, turn on your light, and grab all the weights that you see. Alright, and there's some in the back here. And there we are. So again, so we don't get overburdened, we want to break it down.
All questions should be directed to
and we can do that right here.
Breather, Captain.
And now we get 81 lead
Larkin.
from that. Okay. So next, we're going to go down a bit more. And this time we're going to go over here. Oops, now we're going to go to this one, to the Sludge Works. which is where we go and get Beckett's knapsack. And there's some weights over there. Now this is where we're going to find some enemies. Alright, so we're now in enemy territory. So we want to sneak and we want to turn off our light. And again, we don't really want to fight them, just otherwise it takes too long. So we'll just sneak
Still
over.
alive. How
Turn
am I
over
still
here.
alive?
And we want to look for Tinker's Bench. And they're being occupied over there, so that's good. So Tinker's Bench, and right beside the Tinker's Bench is a bunch of weights.
Miss my mom.
Alright, and again, we want to scrap them. Now get 46 from here. And now we can leave. Next place we're gonna go is actually over to Hornwright Estates. We've been here, so we have the key card. And we go to the top. Alright, from the elevator, we sneak over here and we go up one. Then we go over here and go into this room. Usually a couple cockroaches over here. There might be a third one. We'll see. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Get rid of those, and now you can see there's weights here as well. Now we can't pick those up, but we can pick up all the loose ones. Got a light on so we can see what we can pick up. Alright, so we've got all the ones on the floor. And there's some more over here. Alright, and some here. Have a quick scan around just in case. And there we are. Alright, so now if we're overburdened, we want to scrap them. And one place to scrap them is to go up here. And through here. And if we go through here, we don't open those, we open this one. Close that. And there's a couple of workbenches here we can scrap lead, and we get 49 pieces out of that. So there we are. Alright, so from here, next place we're gonna go is way over here to the monorail elevator. Now, I don't believe there's a workbench over here, so we may not be able to scrap the weights. But we'll go get them. And to get them, we go up the elevator here. All the way to the top. And hopefully you don't have vertigo, because that can be a bit taxing. We climb all the way to the top, and there we see some weights. You can also get some bags of cement if you want. But right now we're just looking at the lead weights. Alright, so we've gathered all the weights that are here. But if we go through here, we found a few more. Okay. And there's one there. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, yes. That your weight down, you can fall down, so be careful. Alright, so we can't scrap it here, so what we're going to do is I'm going to fast travel to a location where I can, like my camp, and we're going to scrap them there. Alright, so scrap them, and we get 80 lead out of that. It's a good haul. Alright, now if I go into my scrap box here, notice that I don't have any lead. And here I have a bunch of other stuff, but there's no lead, but I have 302, so I'm going to take those and I'm going to put them in the scrap box, and then we come back. Now we have 302 here, the ones we collected. And when we come back from the rest of our travels, we'll see how much we get at the end. Next place we're going to go is over here, Orwell Orchards. Brothers of Steel sent us there to deal with some ghouls, but we're going to go there and get some lead weights. Alright, on the outside there's just the robots. And what we're going to do, we're going to go into the bunker inside the house. And find some weights. Alright, so we're in the bunker. We don't have far to go. Luckily, we don't have to fight any ghouls to get what we need, because we have some weights right here. Again, those we can't get, but we can get the ones that are on the floor. So we'll fast travel out, and we'll go back to our camp. Alright, we'll scrap those. And it gives us 27. And we'll put those in here for now. Next place to go is Vault-Tec University. Over here. And we're gonna go the side entrance.
Welcome once more to the hallowed grounds of Vault-Tec University.
I'll go through this door. And once we're in, we open this door and we see a little gym area with some weights. Unfortunately, we can't grab those, so we just leave. Sometimes I like to look in here, see what they have. There's always some meds we can pick up. Okay. And we can go in here. Because there is a workbench where we can scrap stuff. And with this we get 38. Now there is another spot we can go to in the university. I don't always go there, but it's there. And it's through here. Now you do need a key, so you must have done the quest to do that. You must do the quest in order to get the key. And we have to open this door using the terminal. Oops. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, there's a door here. Again, we need the reactor key. And if you look down there, there's a gym. You can jump down. And even though you can't pick up those weights, there's a bunch of weights on the shelf. Alright. And then you just need to go back up to break them down. Alright. And we get another 24 with those. Alright. So that takes care of that. Next place to visit. A little bit ways away. Up here. At the Palace of the Winding Path. Alright, so we'll go down. This way. I'm going to use the side entrance. Over here. I'll go down this hall. And there we go. Some weights for your pleasure. Actually, if we want to get a bench, we can go down here.
Here. There.
What? You're hiding behind there. Come on, get out of there. Oh wow, smart guy. I don't want to fight you. You're wasting my time. Alright. Anyway, there's a bench. And we can scrap that. And we get 29 lead. And then we can go out this way. All right. So that takes care of that. Now, the next place will be the silos. All three silos are the same as far as the layout is inside. So now I'm going to show you one and I'll do the other two separately. And then we'll meet up at my camp. So let's go here. Now, of course, to get into the silos, you need to have done the Enclave quest, where you become a general. If you haven't done that, then you won't be able to get in.
security system Alpha.
Okay. So to get the lead, you don't really need to do too much in here except not get killed. So you can get not detected. So you just ignore the robots. You go down here and notice there's a gym here. And there's some weights. Grab all the weights. These we cannot pick up. But do look on the floor just in case. You might not want to put your light on here because the robots might detect you. Alright. And they'll be meandering in and out. Okay. So once you have all the weights, you can leave. Stealth suit helps not get it detected. Now there is no workbench near the silos, so I'm just gonna go back to my camp. Alright, so now we get to scrap what we have. And this gives us 78. So I'm going to do the other two, but get another 78 at each one. Alright, so lead from Shirley. And here we are. Gives us 78. Alright, so that takes care of all three silos. And I'm going to go in here. I'm going to take my lead scrap from here, put it in here. And we got a grand total of 654 lead from just visiting those locations that we went through. So that's a pretty good haul for about 30 minutes worth of looting. So there you go. Alright, so that takes care of the lead weights for lead. So collecting junk, there's of course a bunch of other items that you can pick up that give you lead, but the lead weights is what gives us the most lead with the least amount of effort. Next time we'll be looking at getting lead ore. We'll need the excavated power armor to collect the ore. And then we'll also need acid. And then we'll need to then craft the lead that we need. So until then, I say thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.